So you feel her pulling away. The texts get shorter. The warmth fades. The "I'm busy" excuses start piling up. And your mind immediately jumps to the worst-case scenarios. Is there someone else? Did I do something wrong? Is she losing feelings? You tell yourself these stories to make sense of something that feels confusing and painful. But what if I told you the real reason has nothing to do with any of that? She didn't pull away because she stopped caring or because you weren't enough. The real reason is colder, quieter, and far more psychological than emotional. She pulled away because she felt something shift in you long before you even felt it in yourself. Today, we're going to break open the truth she will never say out loud. When a woman starts to create distance, most men immediately think it's about another guy, a sudden drop in attraction, or some kind of emotional mood swing. But that's a superficial understanding of how relationships actually dissolve. It's not that dramatic. The truth is, women often pull away before they consciously lose interest, before they lose respect, and sometimes even before they've made a decision to leave. They pull away the moment they sense you are no longer the man they originally chose. And listen carefully. It's not because you changed into a different person. It's because your energy did. This is the forbidden piece of the puzzle that nobody tells men, but it is the absolute core of everything. Let's get straight to it. A woman doesn't pull away because something specific happened. She pulls away because something stopped happening. Your presence, your groundedness, your sense of direction, your internal clarity. When a man's inner center weakens even slightly, she feels it instantly. It's not a conscious, logical thought process. It's an instinctive, gut-level feeling. Her instinct tells her, this connection feels unstable. I need to pull back before it collapses. She won't explain this to you, mainly because she probably doesn't fully understand it herself on a rational level, but she will act on it. And if you misinterpret that action, you will almost certainly make everything worse. Think about the signs you've been noticing. Shorter texts, less warmth in her voice, less curiosity about your day, less enthusiasm for plans, longer response times, more "I'm tired, I'm stressed, I'm so busy right now." You assume she's just overwhelmed, or maybe losing interest, or just needing space. But here's the secret. These behaviors are not the cause of the problem. They are symptoms. The reality is, she is emotionally stepping away because the fundamental dynamic between you has changed. It's not her feelings or her values that shifted. It's the energy flow. And this is where most men go wrong. They try to fix the symptoms, the short texts, the lack of enthusiasm, instead of addressing the root source. And that is precisely why they fail. When a woman pulls away, it is almost always triggered by one crucial emotional signal. She no longer feels safe in your certainty. And I'm not talking about physical safety. I'm talking about emotional safety. Women don't fall for men because they're perfect. They fall for men who feel anchored, centered, and clear in their own direction. The moment your self-respect cracks, even just a little, the moment your composure slips ... The moment your emotional state becomes reactive and dependent on her validation. She feels it in her own nervous system. And her instinct responds with one primary defense mechanism: distance. Distance is how women protect themselves from emotional instability. It's not a personal attack on you. It's primal. And this is where so many well-intentioned men completely destroy their chances. They feel her pulling away ... So they start chasing. They panic. Suddenly, you find yourself asking more questions, seeking constant reassurance, trying to fix the vibe, and over-communicating your feelings. You get anxious about the connection and pour more effort in, thinking that's what's needed. You are desperately trying to pull her closer. But from her perspective, she interprets this as you needing her more than you need your own center. And that needy energy makes her pull away even faster. It's a tragic paradox. She doesn't pull back because she doesn't want you. She pulls back because you switched roles without even realizing it. She no longer feels like she's with a grounded, masculine man. She feels like she's now responsible for managing a destabilized one. And that's the exact moment her instincts scream, retreat. This is the forbidden truth behind emotional distance. There's always a single moment of clarity when it finally clicks for a man. It's the moment you look back and realize the more you tried to fix it, the colder she became. The more you opened up about your fears, the more she closed down. The more you reached out, the less she responded. It feels completely unfair, like you're being punished for caring. But you weren't responding to her pulling away. You were reacting to your own fear, fear of loss, fear of rejection, fear of uncertainty. And fear is the one thing that instantly kills masculine polarity. That's the moment the dynamic flipped. And believe me, she felt it even more strongly than you did. So, how do you reverse this? How do you get her to come back? It's not about grand gestures or having the perfect conversation. It's about 3 crucial internal shifts. First, stop trying to decode her behavior. Stop analyzing her texts, her tone, her every move. Women naturally come closer when a man returns to himself, not when he micromanages her emotions. Second, rebuild your center. Get back to your work, your focus, your mission, your purpose. Your life has to take the lead again, not the relationship. Your energy is magnetic when it's directed outward at your goals, not inward at her for validation. She can feel when your life has a purpose beyond her. And third, match her pace, not her fear. If she takes a step back, you don't take a step forward. You stabilize. You breathe. You return to being grounded in your own skin. You hold your position. The moment your energy stops being reactive and needy, her nervous system stops seeing you as a threat. The retreat signal turns off. And slowly, she starts to come back. Not because you pulled her, but because you stopped chasing and let your own stable energy draw her in. She didn't pull away because you weren't good enough. She pulled away because she sensed you forgetting who you are. Her distance isn't a rejection of you. It's a warning sign. It's feedback that you've slipped out of alignment with your own core identity. Women don't respond to men who need reassurance. They respond to men who radiate direction. The real reason she pulled away is this simple: your energy changed. And she instinctively followed that change. When you fix your own energy, the dynamic naturally realigns itself. But first, you have to stop taking her distance so personally and start treating it as what it is: valuable feedback. Feedback that your center needs to return. If you want to understand the deeper mechanics behind why women disconnect, pull away, and lose trust, and how to become the kind of man whose presence naturally inspires connection instead of distance, you already know where the next forbidden truth is waiting for you. Thanks for watching.